Well, that didn't take so long now, did it? Never trust a computer when it doesn't know what it wants, you know? Oh, hey, I'm going live, but I'm not going to go live. Right. Don't need that. Just kind of impedes this. I mean, like, look at this. It doesn't even fit on my head. Well, it kind of does, but it fits awkwardly, if that makes sense. Plus, I mean, look at my hair. This isn't what I wanted. I wanted more straight. If anybody has any, like, hairstyle tips, let me know. And if you're gonna comment that I look really pale, it's the cloud light, and I mean cloud light. I was gonna do a stream outside, but the weather here has something against people being outside. Yeesh. And we're a place known for our nature. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think we are. We shouldn't be, at least. Otherwise, we'll just be known as the rainy community. We were told it wasn't supposed to rain today, and guess what? It's raining. There are a couple of raindrops on my computer, but no big deal. So, on to some big news. If you guys look, if you look right below the video, I'm not sure where it is. Okay, so from the way I'm watching it, so I think it'll be about here. You'll see the subscribe button, and right next to it, you'll see the count of subscribers, and it's at 200 at least. I don't know. It's been shifting between 202 to 203, so I have no idea what it's at. I actually need to check every once in a while. 203. Nice. I never thought I would get to this, so I think I planned this stream pretty well, in all honesty. But I did this stream mostly because I have this new rule. I'm going to try and do a stream at least once a month. So, you know, I don't know if I actually will. I can definitely try. You were the 181st person to subscribe. See, that's something that's really cool, is if you're able to actually keep track of that. Where is it? This one. I want to see if it's actually accurate. Because it might be behind for all I know. It could be up to about 500 for all I know. No, it's 203. So, yeah, if you happen to be around for, well, since I was at around 60, then hooray, because it felt like not too long ago I was at 60 subs, and now I'm at 200, and it's like, what? How? Just how? Because in, like, what was it, 2 months, I had gotten to 60, and that absolutely shocked me. About 2 years now, and I'm at 200. Bit slow, but I don't care. I don't care how slow it is, honestly. It's just a nice little something to have, I suppose. And I know nobody cares. You know, we were at 3 viewers earlier, and now we're at 1. So, you know, who truly cares? I'm probably going to delete this stream after it's finished because, well, I don't know. Because I know this isn't going to be a very good stream, you know? Well, either that or I'm probably going to get copyright striked or something, because you might be able to hear the TV. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Oh boy, it's a bit sad, really, that that my videos and my streams, they don't get very many viewers. It doesn't surprise me, you know, but it's disappointing. Yeah, sorry if the TV is a bit loud and the dog. So yeah, if you hear noise, that's why. If I could have, I would have done this stream at home, but you know, uh, I might do one on Tuesday, just out of boredom. But the thing about doing streams is that I have to come up with a name for each of them, and it's like my streams have no topic. It's literally talk to me, I'll talk to you. So you know, what am I gonna call each stream? I don't know. You have some questions about the iconic language. Iaconian, you mean? Or no, sorry, Iaconic? No, it's Iaconian because it's chaonic and Iaconian. And if you guys have any questions about Cybertron as well, I can definitely try that because, you know, just like on Earth, you could ask somebody, hey, what city are you from? You know, you can ask the same thing about a Cybertronian. What city are you from? So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And they don't necessarily have to be about Cybertron. They could be about anything, really. I really don't care, you know? If I get demonetized, I don't care because demonetization means nothing and the stream will disappear before it becomes a video. So, yeah. If you have any questions, comments, put them together. I don't have a thing set up that blocks you from, what's it called? Spamming? Because I don't care about spam. Honestly, if you were to spam me, texting or in a chat or in the comment section, I don't care because it's clearly somebody who's interested or somebody who is curious or somebody who wants to know more. So I don't care about spamming. You know, if it's the same thing over and over again, like the same emoji or the same message over and over again, I will say, okay, this is getting a bit repetitive, but I will never block you. I don't block people. What exactly does Tazimti Lekshat mean? Well, I don't remember Lechat. Um, I don't think that's actually a phonetical term, but the closest to it is Lekhakt, which is, I guess it's kind of like that, but you would be looking at something along the lines of all hail or serve the importance of. You know, you're looking at somebody who's bigger than you, somebody who's more important than you, and that actually plays into the whole caste system because it doesn't matter where you're from, it doesn't matter who you are, you still look up to the same government, even though the government really wasn't that smart at the time because, you know, what they did was when the war broke out, they didn't really give any good advice. And when the Decepticons overthrew the government just surrendered. So, you know, not the best people to be looking up to. because lekhakt means like worship, or uh, I guess simp, but I hate the term simp. And if anybody uses that term, I will ensure that they never use it again, because if they find out what simp actually means, then yeah. Lekhakt meant something by the effect of having the knowledge of. No, that would be Li Tokash. Li Kutash. That's it. Li Kutash. That means knowledge. But to worship something and to have the knowledge of it, though they're different, they do sound quite similar in Cybertronian. So yeah, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see the earlier chat, but as I mentioned, I had a bit of issues setting things up. It's working now, obviously. Background isn't what I want it to be. I don't even look the way I want to be, even though I set this stream up yesterday. It's the best I could do. That's all any of us can do, right? I seriously have no idea what this is. Like, what the hell? I made the comment that my hair makes me look like a Karen. That's not a bad thing necessarily, because if people want to bother me, they're just like, oh, better not mess with that person. They might be a male teenage Karen. I'm not, but, at least nobody knows that I'm actually quite vulnerable. If you want to verbally attack me, you know something good is going to avoid you. If there's something you guys want translated, feel free to ask. If there's something that, you want to say in Cybertronian, professionally or not, let me know. Had a friend ask me, what social media do you got? And I was like, I literally pointed that out in a video, only to realize that nobody watches my videos. So yeah, obviously I'm on YouTube. This is my biggest social media influence. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook. I guess I'm on TikTok, kind of. I mean, I just have it so that I can follow my friends on another form of social media. But that's it, That's all I have TikTok for. I don't even go on it that often. I don't care too much for it. I don't care about like all the stupid stuff that people do on there. The stupid challenges and stuff. Which video is it? Shit, what was it? I can't remember which video it was. I literally, in the video, put a thing on the side saying my social media accounts. But I can't remember what it was. Let me see here. Move the camera down just a tiny bit. It was definitely a long time ago. It was before. No. It was after I discovered editing. Obviously. So I don't remember. I mean, I don't really pay attention to my own videos. Again, TV's pretty loud. So yeah, I don't pay attention to my own videos because it just doesn't seem worth it to me. I'll be honest with you. I hate my videos. You know, I hate my voice. I hate like I well, I don't hate it. I just don't like it. My videos, they're. I'm pretty sure most people would rather watch the Transformers movies than my own videos. So that'll put it into perspective for you. I really don't, you know, I don't make my videos for the intention of people liking them. I mostly make them for the intention of, you know, well, if you enjoy it, then that's good. But if it's mostly supposed to be informative stuff, when I do like acting skits or, um, stuff like that, then it becomes stuff that I mean for you guys to like. If you go through all of my previous videos, you'll notice that each of them has, at least 2 dislikes, but I really don't care, because what is a dislike to me? You think there's any chance you could write the words am being, had, has, do, may, can, could, shall, and will? No. In the chat, probably not. I actually made a little sheet in one of my drawing books of literally the Cybertronian words for all that there. Well, your opinion is just like ours, but a little different. I mean, come on. That's something that I really want to get through to people because I have been so annoyed with people lately. Everybody's just like, oh, this sucks, that sucks, I don't like all of this because it's shit, And I'm sitting here like, well, that's your opinion. If you don't like something, if you think something is shit, that's fine, you know? You don't have to like it. But do you have to spread your negative opinion to everybody? Do you have to put it into literally all of the public's eyes? Do you have to say, all of this stuff is shit. I don't like the way this is done. You know, it sucks. You know, should you really say that on a public forum? Because that's all YouTube comments are. I cannot, and I literally mean this, I cannot watch a single YouTube video without seeing negative comments. Free speech, lol. Everybody says, free speech and all that, but I think people either take it too far or misunderstand the meaning of free speech. You don't understand why someone would do that. Neither do I. Heard some disturbing news. Jamie Bennington apparently got messages from people saying stuff like, your father committed suicide because of you. You should do the same. And it's like, did you hate a guy's music so much that you would berate not only his son, but his family after he passed? Like, people are so disgusting now. People do bad shit all the time. It's getting annoying, And I get it, It's part of normality. It's part of common society, and I really wish it wasn't. Let's start comment bullying. Yeah. And a lot of people bring up the fact that, I shouldn't talk about certain things like, I don't know, mental health or certain issues that we have. But the thing is, I do need to talk about that stuff, I need to put it out there for awareness. I need people to understand that this is an issue. I can't do anything about it. One person can't do anything about it, but together we can, So if I'm talking about, mental health or so and so is going through a hard time because their family member died, that that's something that needs to be addressed. So if you don't like it when I talk about mental health or people being kind to each other for some reason, you know, that's something I gotta do. As a prime, I have to talk about that stuff because I care about the well-being of other people. Black Lives Matter and the Confederate flag, you have to leave alone. Yeah. If you look at my channel banner, it's literally the Black Lives Matter banner. I believe in that movement. Obviously, I don't talk about anything political, religious, mostly political and religious. But, you know, when it comes to an issue like Black Lives Matter, I don't have much of I don't have much of an authority to speak about it, but I can say that I stand behind it. Obviously, there are some issues like, is that your main concern in the middle of a pandemic? But still, you know, I'm pretty sure people will fight for what they believe in, and that's actually a really cool thing. People will stand up for what they think is right. Sometimes if what they think is right is actually wrong, that can be a bit of a problem, but well, we shouldn't get anything as bad as the Holocaust. It's not a problem, me too. So yeah, modern issues, modern problems, they require modern solutions. It's an old saying, I know, but if you're being bullied or you're being harassed or somebody's trying to take advantage of you or something like that, you have the right to stand up for yourself. You have the right to fight back. Don't punch anybody in the face, fight back. I mean, like, go tell somebody, don't be afraid to run from the person who's causing issues for you. You know, they say running is cowardice. Running is only cowardice if it's from, like, a smaller issue. Have you ever had a topic that's in your mind that is bugging you and you wanted to solve it, so you go on YouTube and ask the question, how should I do use it? I have had a few issues that have plagued my mind that I've tried to speak about on YouTube, but the issue is people don't understand me. They don't understand some of the issues that I go through, some of the issues that I have, which, you know, I don't expect you to. You know, you guys aren't my therapist. You know, I don't expect y'all to get what I say. If you don't, that's fine. You know, I will talk about some issues that I have, but one time I did it and I got into some serious shit. So I try to limit my issues and I mostly talk about other issues. So, and in terms of like asking people on YouTube for help, like asking the comments, you know, don't, if you're going to be a YouTuber, never ever ask your comment section for help, mental health, or, you know, anything like that, because as he says here, bad idea, you know, because people can take it the wrong way. They can take it out of context. They can put it in a pot, boil it, you know, turn it into something else. And that bothers me, you know. If somebody's going through something, would you really want to put them through even more? Apparently people don't have an issue with that. I will never understand people. So yeah, I won't talk about my issues too much, but I will talk about common societal issues. Right now I'm trying to find my stream so that I can watch it while also doing said stream. I gotta turn the sound down, obviously, because I hate the sound of my own voice. I never understood it, you know? Where does my voice come from? Why is it so horrible? It's my overbite. And I don't care about my overbite anymore. And then one morning you wake up dead. No shit, you know? You gotta be careful on the internet. Because there are some, I guess you could say, strange people. And personally, I'm not like one of those people who are like so cautious about everything and like, oh, you're not a bad person, are you? I'm more like, okay, well, I guess accepting is the term. I'm accepting. But if you show yourself to be essentially an asshole, then yeah, I'm pretty much clear there. I know what to do from there. The TV is really loud. I think there's somebody here too. I don't know. Sorry if you hear it and it's really annoying. There's nothing I can do about it. So, if you have any questions, like society questions, or you know, feel free to ask. It's not your overbite; it's your vocal cords. They'll change as I get older. Yeah, being 16, like right in the middle of being 16, obviously I'm still in a bit of a developing stage, so things are going to be a bit strange for me. But when I talk about my voice, I mean, I when I do S sounds like it sounds weird, and that's because my teeth don't line up properly. And if I did it normally, so this is about normal, it doesn't work for me. So I have to stick with this. I hate it. Yes, I really. It's so annoying, but there's nothing I can do. I think what I'll have to do is go in, get some of my back teeth removed, and that might be able to fix it. I'm 16, yes. A lot of people say that I seem 19, I look 19, or I sound 19. No, and I'm really glad I'm not. Oh, but I have 2 more years to go, and then I'm 18, and then I have to live on my own. So yeah, I'm not ready for that. I should be learning to drive right now, but probably not a good idea with this whole coronation virus. Turn your TV off because copyright YouTube does not like that. I don't care. I really don't care about copyright. If my video gets blocked, I don't care. It's just a video, you know? If it's something that bothers you guys, if the copyright blocks the video and you guys want to watch it, then I have a problem with it. But you shouldn't get I shouldn't get copyright for it. Because if you're doing a live stream, you don't get copyright until the live stream is published and becomes a video. And as I said, I'm most likely going to delete this after it's up because it's mostly just, you know, hey, we reached 200, you know. If I'm like at 500 down the line, you know, 4 years later, and I watch this video, it's not going to make a lot of sense, you know. Also, what is this? Why does it keep doing this? It's supposed to line up. Why doesn't it line up with the rest of my hair? I'm starting to look like Rachel. What I need is I need some way to put my hair. I want to sweep it all back. Actually, what I really want is a fedora. I don't know why, but it's a pretty cool hat. I just want to wear that and, you know. It's kind of a style thing. Not much of a stylish person, but I definitely have a thing for like creating outfits and wearing them. Might make a video on that. I don't know. It's on my list. Okay, so they're definitely friends over. Maybe they're celebrating my 200. Woo! Um, my goal was actually to reach 200 by the end of the month. I never said that on my channel because I knew that if I had said that, I would have gone back to 160 because people are like that. Fedoras are pretty cool looking. Where did they originate again? Crap, I can't remember. Somewhere in Europe. Congratulations. Yeah, actually, the way it happened was I was playing online with some of my friends, and I was like, huh, I'm actually close to 200, because I hadn't paid much attention at the time, because I was at like 198 or something like that. And then one of my friends said, oh, hey, I should probably subscribe. And then I end up with like 200, and then it jumps to 203, then back down to 202, and now it's at 203 again. If I can reach through, if I can reach 300 by the end of the year, I'm definitely going to do something special. I don't know what, but use that beer of some sort. A lot of people think I'm the kind of person who would get a lot of girls. I'm really not. I mean, I don't even look proper, I suppose. I don't look like the kind of person a lot of girls would want to date. Maybe it's my hair. I don't know. My mother said a lot of girls would kill for this hair, and I wouldn't be surprised. The only issue I really have with it is the curls. Where are the curls coming from? I want it straight so that I can just, put it all back. I mean, I look a little bit pixely, but I blame that on my camera. I was thinking of getting a new webcam, something with better quality, but I really thought, why? I'm probably going to get a better computer in the next couple of years anyway. Build your own computer. That's something that I really think I should do. Because apparently it's cheaper than just buying a straight built computer. Well, at least that's what I hear. I'm not very good at putting computers together. I guess that means I wouldn't be very good at putting cars together either. So if I'm going to drive a really good car, I have to know how to put some stuff together. I'll focus on the computer first. I should do some skits. I have a couple of things planned. Not going to spoil them, but they will definitely be semi-interesting. You'll probably lose interest about half a minute into it and then just be like, eh. But yeah, I've got some skits planned. Plus a movie. But I have to get in contact with a couple of people because I cannot do a movie by myself, because we all saw how that turned out. It turned out 5 minutes long, and somebody said that, yeah, I probably shouldn't say on YouTube. They said something pretty weird. Can't wait for them. You can wait. You can definitely wait. Because half of them I do by myself, the other half I'm not in them at all. So, which reminds me, can somebody explain why nobody likes my gaming videos? Please, somebody explain it to me. I don't understand. Because my gaming videos have in fact gotten better because I figured out how to connect my laptop to my PlayStation, but somebody explain to me why my gaming videos don't work. Well, my last one got 10 views, which is pretty good. But it's a 50-50 split on how good it is, hairband for yourself. Well, the one day I wasn't wearing an elastic on my wrist. I've been able to put my hair into kind of a ponytail, but that kind of makes me look like a hipster. You don't watch gaming videos in general? That's fair. A lot of people aren't into gaming videos. I get that, you know? But I had intentionally meant for my channel to be gaming. But this is where we are. VR cameras. So yeah, feel free to ask anything. Not anything too inappropriate, please. That's not a scar, is it? Yeah, no. It's just lighting. I'm literally running out of things to say. Somebody put something in the chat. Do I still have that movie app? I don't think so. I don't recall having a movie app. Unless you're talking about something else. You know, that wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. I actually did check out some of your videos. You're actually a pretty funny person. Teabag my cup. That's catchy. Any tips when it comes to voice acting? Yes. Big tip. If you're gonna do a scream, do not scream from your throat. Bad idea. Scream from your diaphragm. Because if you're gonna scream from your throat, you're gonna end up feeling like you swallowed razor blades. Instead, scream from your diaphragm, and you'll also be able to scream longer too. Other than that, sound interested when you're talking in voice acting. Like, if you're reading lines, sound actually invested. Like, think, how would somebody in my shoes, the shoes that I'm filling, how would somebody in those shoes say it? So, like, for instance, I was going to talk about war and the city was destroyed. I would say something along the lines of, I don't know whose fault it was. I don't know how this started. I don't know who started it. You know, put in some emphasis behind your words. When I talk normally, it sounds very robotic. It sounds very monotone. But when I actually voice act, it puts expression into the voice. It brightens it a bit, change your tone a bit, almost like singing, only without the constant tone shift. So yeah, those are about the best tips I can give. I mean, if you gave me a sheet with lines that I've never seen in my entire life, I can read it dramatically first try. I've done it before. So, yeah, I might start out voice acting. Honestly, I might. I've tried to get in contact with some YouTubers, say, hey, would I be able to do some voice acting in some of your videos? Obviously, they haven't gotten back to me. All I really need is a good gig. That's it. I just need a good shot, a good role. I just need somebody to say, hey, we need an extra voice actor. Let's get Prime in here. Oh yeah, I forgot that my name is Nathan. No joke, I actually forgot my name was Nathan. Speaking to the microphone. It's called My Nemesis. Oh, how about that? So, The New Mutants, which I'm pretty sure is a Marvel movie. That's going to be an interesting one. And then Bill and Ted. Interesting. I can't believe they're actually doing a remake of that. Haven't watched the original, but if I recall correctly, it starred Keanu Reeves, didn't it? I mean, hey. Who doesn't like a good stoner movie with Keanu Reeves in it? I don't watch a lot of those stoner movies now that I think about it. It's not really my thing. But they can get pretty funny from what I hear. But yeah, if you want to see the movie that I made, it's called My Nemesis. It's about 5 minutes. Very crappy quality. But what can you do with free, I guess it's technically free video editor software? I mean, it came with the computer, so I guess it came with the price. So maybe it was either free or was half the cost of the computer, so I really don't know. And scroll this down. There. Now that I shouldn't have any more latency there between comments in chat and when I see it. If you have any like friends or anything that might be interested in this stream, feel free to bring them in. You know, bore them to death. Subjugate them to this hellish nightmare. I am actually out of things to say. But if you come up with a good enough topic, I'll actually be able to talk about it for about 2.5 years. I actually spoke about a topic for about 2 years once. To this day, I am still talking about it. I don't even remember what it was. So I'm literally talking about when I don't know what it is. And you'll notice I'll go on a bit of rambling tangents, I suppose, where it seems like I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I really don't. Quarantine brain. It's been... I'm really scared to check here. It has been... Okay, so half. 1, 2, 3, 4. So about 5 months since quarantine. 5 months! And we thought it was going to be 2 weeks. Oh, yeah, I'll definitely do some voice acting. Just a few $100 an hour. I'm kidding. I work for free. I literally do not get paid for YouTube, for acting. I don't get paid for any of it. I just do it because it's fun. But the thing is, though, going back to the whole hate thing, when you create something just because you know you want to, and then for people to hate on it just because they're assholes, you know, it really does shoot you in the gut. So, you know, I don't like the hate. I don't like, um, not just on my videos, but like other videos as well. iMovie is good for editing videos. Yes, I definitely gotta look into that. But yeah, I just don't get why people do stuff like that. Like, if you don't like something, cool. You don't have to watch it or listen to it, but you don't have to spread hate about it either. So, yeah, don't do that. So, if you happen to be a person who, leaves nice comments, like, I like this content, or, this is great, then good on you because you are actually a very good person. We need more people like that. Mm-hmm. You have no friends except for you, yourself, and you. Believe me, I know the feeling. But since I started playing online more, I've kind of developed friends. Have patience, exactly. If you happen to be going through a tough time, it'll get better. You just gotta have the patience for it. In all honesty, that's kind of why I'm here. Because I've had the patience. Well, I wouldn't say patience, but like, I've had the ability to get punched in the face and not realize it until like 2 hours later. That's kind of what it's been. That's kind of all my life has been like. I get punched in the face and I don't realize it until later. So, no mind. But yeah, if you've got a YouTube channel, or if you're trying to get famous, or if you're going through a tough time, or, anything like that, just have patience because for a long time it will suck. It will be painful, but you know, it will get better. I think I've only ever left one mean comment. Even then, not sure it counts. It was more of a joke than an insult. Yeah. And that's kind of weird when people make jokes about like mean stuff, but you know, who am I to talk? I've done mean stuff as a joke before, so everybody has. It's part of something you do. But in terms of mean comments, the only mean comments I've left were true ones. And I don't even leave that many, so, when I speak the truth, it's mostly nice stuff. I'm not very good at being critical. I'm mostly picky. No, not picky. Optimistic. I don't know. Sometimes I'm an optimist. Sometimes I'm a pessimist. I prefer to think of myself more as a realist. And no, that doesn't mean I sell you a house. That means that I look at things realistically. From time to time, I will have bad thoughts, but you just gotta kind of push them under the boat. Pessimism will not win anything. In all honesty, that's kind of something that I need to work on. That and my anger, but hard to believe we've been here almost 50 minutes already. Primus. Let's see here. Is there anybody available to join the stream? In the meantime, feel free to leave any comment you want. Nope. Nope. Don't know any of those people. So unfortunately, unless people happen to stumble upon the stream or they get the notification, you know, that's it's gonna be a while. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but when I do a live stream, are notifications not sent out when I do live streams? Because of the 200 people who the notifications could be sent to, only like 3 or 4 people get them. I mean, I get that, you know, people are definitely busy, but like in general, are the notifications actually going out? If not, then I actually have to talk to YouTube about that, because I swear they've been screwing up quite a bit lately. Blogging, walk around, favorite plays. Yeah. I definitely will do more vlogs, because I don't do them as often as I used to, but I think when it gets sunnier, when it gets brighter, warmer, then I will definitely think about it. I'm really not sure what you're able to hear. I think, I could be wrong, but I think the mic is right here, right next to the camera. So could be. Which actually reminds me. But generally, when a YouTuber does a premiere or a live stream, it automatically sends a notification, which, I'll be honest, bit of a pain in the arse, but wish I could have more control over my notifications. Like, oh, I don't care so-and-so is going on live, because that's not something that I care about. Storyfire. Let me try this. Oh, wow. Let's see here. So yeah, continue with questions or interesting stories or whatever. What is Storyfire? That's actually a good question. Let me look into that. Creative video writing social entertainment platform. So it's like YouTube, but with more of a writing emphasis. Yeah, that's definitely something to look into. Not sponsored, by the way. Although I would really, really love a sponsor. I'll see about Raid Shadow Legends. They seem to sponsor everybody, so why not? The issue about sitting on something like this is that I end up getting really sore after a while. I would not do well sitting in a chair for a long period of time. Interesting. How do I like living here? I don't know. There's a lot to this place. Like, it's beautiful. The people, there are pretty good people, but there are also pretty weird people. Um, all in all, I would say be a good place to live. If you can stand some of the more annoying parts like sweltering heat, bugs, freezing snow, rain coming in out of nowhere, people who forgot how to drive because they got their driver's license from a box of Cracker Jacks. Honestly, not the worst place I could live. Although, I am gonna miss it when I move to LA. Because as nice as this place is, I can't live here forever. I'd say a max of about 20 years here, and you'd probably lose your marbles. I've discovered that maybe red is my favorite color. Mm-hmm. And gotta fix this latency issue. I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, well. We've been going almost an hour. Where do I plan to move? LA. Everybody questions my sanity at that point, but I just gotta say, how else am I gonna become an actor? I mean, in all honesty, I'm probably gonna move down to Vancouver, and from there, I'm going to take acting classes and then move to LA. One of my old friends lives in Edmonton, but I haven't seen them in a long time. 6 years. No, 5. 5 years. Holy crap. Time flies when you're not having fun. Oh wow, it's a high frame rate, but very low quality. Thank you, camera. You've been a tremendous help. I'm probably gonna be here for about 2 more years. Then I'm moving to Vancouver. Probably gonna live there for 4 or 5 years. And then to LA for the rest of my life. Might come back and visit every once in a while, but there won't be nobody here, because everybody I know here is also going to be moving. As I said, you probably wouldn't want to live here for too long. At least before you lose your marbles in a hacky sack. Only 2 people in chat in the comment section. Yeah. Live streaming is a pain. I don't know how to put it nicely. But if I could, I would definitely make live streaming easier. I have no idea how I would do it. But I have to pick a time. It's probably the easiest part. Pick a time, pick a date. No problem. But I also have to think of a name for the live stream, and that's probably one of the harder parts. But keeping a topic in mind throughout the entire live stream is the hardest part. But that's also the main part of a live stream. He was just thinking of Vancouver. Oh, this place is a mess. Yeah. But the thing, I don't want to live in Van because I don't know, it's not really the place that I would see myself living, especially considering the fact I probably wouldn't gain much fame. It has calmed down. The pandemic has calmed down. Finally. But it's going to pick back up again. I know it. It's going to get worse. I hate to be all pessimistic, as I've said, but I mean, they're planning on reopening the schools, which I'm happy because I need to see my friends. Without my friends, I'm by myself. But is opening the schools so soon really a good idea? LA is definitely a very dangerous place, yes. LA actually has one of the highest crime rates in California, I believe. But the thing is, I know how to defend myself. And 90% of people there, they don't get harmed. What's so dangerous about LA? Well, let me see here. There's gangs, drug dealers, low-time criminals, supposedly corrupt cops. That's a rumor. Rumor and hearsay. The heat, wild animals, wildfires, the movie industry, fame, fans. So that's 10 things right there. Honestly, I don't fear for my safety if I were to move to LA because I know how to defend myself for the most part. But I don't know, I just don't. I don't fear. And I'm not going to be one of those paranoid celebrities who's just like, oh, I need to have an entourage with me at all times. I must have a bodyguard. How are fans dangerous? I've heard some pretty disturbing stories where there have actually been fans who have tracked down celebrities, who have stalked celebrities, and it's not likely to happen to me, I don't think. But it can become an issue. Some fans can be a bit crazy. Gang shootings, you get mugged. It is pretty nasty. But that's mostly in like the south part of LA where most of the gangs reside. Oh, well, in other words, pretty far from Hollywood. I plan on living closer to the downtown area because that's where I would trust it more. I'm kind of a city person, so. I don't plan on going near any gangs. But my God, it is going to be expensive. Not as expensive as here in Canada, but yee. Eh, hmm. E- I'm not sure if that's right. Because if it is, they may have gone a little overboard and perhaps off the edge of the map overboard. I'll be honest, I've heard so many stories of school shootings slash intruders. Never had any incident like that happen to me, thank feck, but I hear the stories and it's horrifying. It really is. But I don't think somebody would create something as dangerous as COVID to prevent school shootings. Because which would you rather have? The lesser of two evils. Take the option where neither happens. Please. I mean, honestly, the worst thing about COVID, aside from the deaths, is just boredom. You know? Um, Online schooling's a pain in the ass, but, you know, you're going to be bored. But with something like that, it's not boredom, it's all fear. That's all anybody feels is fear. And I don't know, it's not, I don't know how to put it. It's not a good thing, to put it as simply as I could, because there's no stronger term for it's not a good thing. Obviously, it's not, but in order to prevent more school shootings, personally, what I think they should do is have metal detectors, you know? Or not metal detectors, x rays to scan people as they walk in the door. Of course, that would become a little bit paranoia, but um, in schools here, they won't even let you make finger guns. They won't let you bring water guns. They won't, so they're very strict about that. Is it frowned upon to be taking notes on what you have been saying in this video, especially you? Not really, because there will be a test. Yeah, it's going to be about a 12-page essay, and you've got to write down every word I've said. And then you've got to answer about 16 pages worth of questions. About 3 of them are multiple choice. I'm kidding. There will be no test. There will be no quiz. School is dismissed. Some schools actually have x-rays. Interesting. I've never heard of an actual school having an x-ray, but I hear it should be a good idea. Should be something they do. Clearly, this will not work. But the cord I use to connect my computer to the wall is like, it's 2 feet. Yeah, that's better. I'm not sitting up for hours. I've been sitting in place for over an hour. My back is sore. Give me a break. And not a break in the back. Come on, let's break our record of 4 viewers, please. One hour, 10 minutes, 3 viewers, 1 like. How many dislikes? Hooray. So if I'm not wrong, yeah, no, it's just kind of frozen. Okay. There you go. I didn't do it.
Why would you?
Well, I mean, I'm still here, so.
Give it a week or so. I'll crucify you. No worries.
I'll just sit here doing a live stream for at least a week. Actually, that would be pretty funny.
I guarantee you that would not happen. You get in my way and I drag you up by your ankle. What's like this?
Oh, don't you dare.
Now what are you gonna do?
Nothing. I'm not going to do anything because I know you're just going to do the same thing again. Watch. No, that's a step too far.
You're doing the same thing, kid.
I guess that helps.
You don't want tension, otherwise it actually loosens the connections. Easier on the cords.
As I said, I didn't do it. In total, I would say about 52, and that's a rough estimate. I don't know how I pulled that number, but it's better than being cut into multiple pieces and burned in vans in separate locations around the city. For my next trick, I will pull a rabbit out of my ass. Not literally. Don't take that seriously. I don't know, it's something that we do in my family. We say, I didn't do it. It's something we do. Nobody's home. Without any more points, I suppose we just make things up, really. My family likes to make up words. We trademark them, too. That's, interesting. The latency's still... Why? Just, why latency? Man, it's so slow. But having tried to do a live stream connecting my computer to my PlayStation was probably not a good idea. That was last month. And let me tell you, bad idea. So I didn't do it as officially a word. Yes. Pretty much. That's kind of how we greet each other. So there's that. A bunch of others. We also like to mispronounce things on purpose. Well, at least I do. How have I been doing this for an hour and a quarter and it doesn't even feel like it's been 20 minutes? It really doesn't. I mean, obviously, some people are getting bored from this stream. I can tell because the viewers, people will come in, they'll be like, "Ah, this is boring," and then they'll leave. I have no idea who's all here. In all honesty, I know Jay is here, and I know AOC is, but there was like 2 others. We've had 4 in stream. Who's our third? Speak now or forever hold your peace. You too, AOC. So, if you have any further questions, comments, feel free because I am literally out of things to say. My life in a nutshell. You know what, on second thought, I'm not going to delete this. I need to keep something up for the weekend. Because obviously I didn't post a video. For videos, let me see what I got for videos. How many ideas do I have? None of them are good. And some of them require me to watch some of my previous videos, and that's gonna put me through torment. Yeah, feel free to say anything. I will not block you. Actually, one of my friends blocked me once, and to this day, it is still one of the funniest things ever. Well, in all honesty, it's quite depressing, but it's funny in the sense that I'd never been blocked before, and yet I still feel like, so this is what it's like. It's kind of like a social experiment. Do I or did I ever have an imaginary world in my head? I could tell you so much about Nathantopia, but I don't want to because it's way too cringy. Even the name is cringy. Other worlds in my head, I have had so many, in all fairness. But to name just one would be ludicrous. Because as a child, I was very imaginative. I would come up with some of the weirdest shit. And we're down to 1 viewer. If it ever goes to 0, I'm out. I need more people because the number, wherever you're seeing it, it's like right here. I think, it's fluctuating between 2 and 3 so much, and it's like, well, which do you want to be? How many people are here? Roll call. Please, roll call. Also, this Zoom is a bit weird, but whatever. Feel free to have as active an imagination as you wish, because nobody should be allowed to stop you. Nobody should be allowed to take the very thing that makes you who you are. Because it's not theirs. It's not their imagination. They can't shut it off. All they can shut off is their own. And that's kind of why they're trying to take yours. But, Oh no, you said that. I really don't care if you say a bad word. It's not like you're gonna get demonetized. Sure, maybe 10 years down the road, if you become famous, they'll watch this video, they'll see the comment, and they'll be like, oh, he said a bad word, we should cancel him. I really don't think that's a thing people would do. It's not common, at least. Thankfully, cancel culture hasn't come for me yet, but it has truly struck a lot of people. A lot of famous people are getting, I guess, canceled is the best term. I prefer the term forgotten. Treated like crap. Everybody treats celebrities like they're not human, you know? Like they have everything better than us. If you think about it, I'm a celebrity. I am not better than anybody. We're pretty much all the same, you know? When if I ever get to like, I don't know, 20 million subscribers, we're all still the same. It's just I have more eyes on me, that's it. I just happen to be more recognized. But at the end of the day, we're people who live on the same planet, striving for the same thing. To live. My god, that's deep. Do not come to me for inspirational quotes. I'll give you something like The Blue Chair with Satin. Do I enjoy reading? As a hobby, not so much. I will, if I'm like out of things to do. But in terms of like actually enjoying reading, I suppose so. You just kind of gotta get my attention with what I'm reading, though. That's it. Just gotta get my attention. And it's not very hard because I'm easily distracted. Hopefully, this whole quarantine thing ends soon. And we can get back to some semblance of normality, even though it's really not likely to happen. This is the new normal for now. We're stuck with it until it's over. And I don't know when it'll be over. Oh, you're writing a book. Cool. I actually was writing a book once, and then I realized I'm not very good at writing. I might be better now, but I'm better at writing scripts. Yes, I am a bit tired because ever since quarantine happened, my sleep schedule's gone out the window. If quarantine hasn't affected you, you're lucky. You're truly lucky. Because, like, I've gone to bed later and woke up later. Till we developed a schedule. Because originally I went to bed at 9, my choice, right? Because my mother was like, "Oh, you can go to bed at 10 if you want," and I was like, "I'll go to bed at 9." And after quarantine hit, I started going to bed much later, and we decided, all right, you need to go to bed at midnight, at least, or rather, at most. Yeah. Every night I go to bed at midnight and I wake up at 10 in the morning, approximately, maybe 11. So it's about 10 to 11 hours of sleep, which isn't a good thing. You need to be exactly 8 hours. So that would be waking up at 8. But as soon as I go to bed, I don't fall asleep right away. It takes me like an hour or two. Okay. Could also be the position I'm sitting in, because sometimes, depending on what position you're sitting in, you might end up yawning. Been going for almost an hour and a half and I'm out of ideas. Somebody give me ideas, please! I'm good at coming up with things on the spot, but not for an hour straight. Well, for an hour I'm good, but like more than that and I'm screwed. Yeah, sometimes I have to take melatonin. If anybody has trouble sleeping, I would recommend melatonin because it really does help. Probably reduces your time by about half to fall asleep. Have you ever been on Twitch? Yes, I actually have a Twitch account, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna do any streaming on it. I might. I very might. I very likely might, but I am actually following some accounts on there. Um, Mostly because that's like where all the secret, never before seen stuff is. So, you know, I do go on Twitch. So, what's the craziest dream I've ever had? I don't remember very many of my dreams, but one of them I was getting beaten up by a fish. Digest that one for about half an hour. Hobbies: acting, YouTube, gaming, um, collecting, cleaning. I don't do much sport hobbies. I'm not much of a sporty person. A fish lol. If Taco Woman was here, they would definitely say that I identify as a fish. So technically, it's a fish beating up a fish, but I ain't no fish. But I do like swimming. But I haven't gone swimming in a long time, so. The Sausage Party movie. I watched like the first few minutes of it, but it got way too weird for me. One of these days I'll finish it, but Sausage Party was like one of the three most messed up movies I had ever seen, and I don't even remember what the other two was. Yeah, I don't remember what the other two were. Sausage Party was one of them. It was one of the three. And I also haven't watched very many movies lately. I've watched like two in the past couple of days, them being Birds of Prey. It's alright. Bit boring. Cheech and Chong movies. Not in a long time. Maybe when I was like 4 or 5. Watched them with my stepdad. Because he was into that kind of stuff, you know? He was into like the stoner movies and the Adult Swim type movies. But from time to time, he would also watch cartoons. He liked movies. To this day, I will never understand what is wrong with him. But you know, as my stepdad, would always say, if you don't succeed the first time, make sure you succeed the next time, you little shit. What do I watch on Netflix? I watched Siege, New War for Cybertron series, and that was literally the last thing I ever watched on Netflix. But before that, I had watched the full series of Transformers Prime and Robots in Disguise. And yeah, so I just watched Netflix to see the new Transformers series, you know? In the dream you had the other night. An elf the size of Thumbelina. Holy crap. Stab you to death with a toothpick. Okay. He was a man teenager, yep. I want to know what your most wildest dreams are, because I'm pretty sure some of them might be a bit disturbing. And again, I'm also speaking for myself. Let's see, another one of the dreams that I had was it was like some kind of Doctor Strange type stuff, and like the walls were moving, and I was upside down, but I wasn't. New Transformers was pretty good. Lucifer season 5. Actually, my grandmother was watching it, and I was just watching YouTube in the background, and I caught some of it. Seems like a pretty interesting show, in all honesty. Um, Not my style of show, but Lucifer seems to be actually pretty good from what I've seen. And since it's not something that I've ever, talked about on my channel, I don't want to give too many spoilers, obviously. But then again, I have nothing to spoil, so. In fact, if I wanted to go on a spoiling tangent, I would talk about the last Star Wars movie. I have not seen it. I do not want to see it. I also have not seen Spider-Man Far From Home, but I want to see it. Um, What was the last movie I went to the theater to watch? I don't even remember. But I miss going to the theater, like just the feeling of having a giant ass screen right in front of you, and the advertisements are so nostalgic. It's weird to say, but they are. The smell of popcorn and, light chatter, the lights dimming down when the movie begins, and then just the excitement that you get when the movie starts because it's your first time seeing it, and it's like, oh my god, this is gonna be so good. Been too busy to check out Siege. I've seen a lot of reviews for it. It's mixed. It's actually very mixed. I personally liked it. I thought it was pretty good. But taken from what other people say, watch it if you've got nothing better to do. You know, I watched it because I'd heard at the time only good things about it, and so I was like, okay, hey, this is pretty damn good. Then I started hearing some of the bad things, and I'm like, oh my god, he's right. But I still liked it. Like, they talk too slowly, for instance. Never noticed that? Well, I kinda did, but it didn't bother me. It's so familiar that it's lame. Yeah, there's a lot of bad movies, you know. It's quite tragic, really, the way movies have been going. But the reason most movies aren't doing well is because what hasn't been made yet, you know? You can come up with, the exact same formula as an already existing movie and then just put the skin of, say, Star Wars or Transformers over it, or Marvel or, DC or what have you. To kind of remedy the issue, a lot of movies have tried to throw in, Easter eggs, references to past movies. Do I like Rescue Bots and Rescue Bots Academy? It's a it's a double series that people seem to like. Review wise, it does pretty well, but it's not something that I would ever find myself watching because it's just way too kiddie in my opinion, and that's the point. It's meant for the younger audience. It's meant for like 8 and under, I think. And that's understandable, they need something to reach to that demographic, but still, it's not something that I watched a couple of the episodes just because they tied in with, Robots in Disguise or Transformers Prime, and that was it. You're gonna try and make me laugh. This is gonna be interesting. Three Cats in a Cup. I don't like where this is going. And a cup. I I have so much to say, but so little to say at the same time. I get it. I get it. And I really don't want to. That's gonna be a horrible image imprinted in my brain for the rest of time. Okay, I'll give you that. You made me laugh. It's not inappropriate, is it? I'd rather not say. Oh my god, that is disturbing on so many levels. You're lucky I have a twisted sense of humor. Blame the internet. No joke, like literally blame the internet. If it wasn't for the internet, I wouldn't be as, you know, twisted sense of humor as I am now. I've seen some pretty weird things on the internet, some of which I will never understand. Let's go here. Watching my own stream, I look so chill. Ew, been streaming for 99 minutes. One more. One more. One more. One more. One more minute. Yeah, the internet, it's kind of screwed us over. What's this? Oh, yippee. Oh. I am literally sore. Sore. Alright, let me figure out how to fix my hair here. Oh. No idea where they came from, to be honest. This isn't even my room. You may have seen some videos in here, but this isn't my room. It's my uncle's. This is my grandmother's house. Yeah. I did a video called Room Setup / Tour, and I showcased. I think I had like 2 TV screens in the video, because I have 2 TVs. I have a pretty large one and I have a relatively small one, and then I have my computer. So technically 3 if you want to count the computer. Again, forgive the noise. You seen Brandon Rogers? That guy is sick. No, but I've heard that name. That video was awesome. Yeah, every once in a while I'll change some stuff up in my room. In my next video, which I have not recorded yet, it'll be out next weekend, so don't worry. In my next video, you'll see that I actually have more stuff on my display shelf. Because I recently bought Earthrise Wheeljack, and it's pretty fun. Pretty fun to figure out where that little rocket thing that he has goes. It could go on his shoulder, his hand, his wrist, his other part of his shoulder, his back. So people do still say sick. Yes, people say sick, lit, dope, fire. Yeah, they're having some kind of party down there. I might join later. They like wrestling. A lot of Sundays, my mother, uncle, and grandmother will get together and watch wrestling, and from time to time, my uncle's friend will come in and watch it with them. Meanwhile, I'm upstairs watching YouTube. I think tonight I might join them. We'll see. I'll join the party every once in a while, you know? If it's like Christmas, or if it's, New Year's or some kind of holiday, then I obviously join them. When I was on my hiatus, I didn't really watch much YouTube. That's when I spent most time with my family, because that was from October, November, December, January, February. I didn't come back till February, March, so about 5 months. You and your little brother got in a cat fight before. Yeesh. I've never actually been in a cat fight or a dog fight. Dog fights are more dangerous because you gotta actually know how to fly to do a dog fight. But a cat fight, somebody could get hurt. What books do I read, and do I have a collection of them? I don't read very many books, but I actually have 3 or 4 books. Yeah, it's 4. Transformers Exiles and Exodus. Those are like War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron. So it's like a prequel to them. I have the first movie in novel form and Dark of the Moon in novelization. Still have scars from it. Oh god. So yeah, I don't read them too often, but They like wrestling with each other. No, they watch wrestling. WWE, you know. Not too into it personally. I used to be, but it was mostly because of John Cena, because I don't know, I kind of looked up to him at one point, and then I kind of forgot who he was, and then he appeared in Bumblebee, and I'm like, oh, I remember him now. Where is he? I don't see him. I caught on to the joke about, like, I don't know, 6 or 7 years later. But yeah, I don't watch wrestling too often. I'll pick up on it every once in a while. But it's certainly not what it was when I was younger, because, like, I remember all these people in wrestling when I was younger. And now the roster has completely changed. Like, you still have some of the originals, like Sheamus and from time to time John Cena, but not too often. Um, at some points, you did have the Shield, but, you know, one of them left. I think I didn't know what catfight means. Let me think here. And by think, I mean use my brain. Let me see here. Because, to my knowledge, there's a cat fight between cats, and then another cat fight. Oh, yeah. So a cat fight is like the kind of thing where you're like, that kind of fighting. The thing is, though, most cat fighting is between females. So, you know, it is possible for males to be cat fighting, but it looks weird. But I get what you mean. How does you fit your brain fit in that phone? My phone is my brain. There ain't nothing up here. It's empty. Well, except for the little people that talk to me. But, you know, this is my brain. Everything of importance. There's nothing on here. It was definitely a cat fight. But yeah, this is my brain. Everything of importance is on here. There is nothing on here. Just some music, you know, notes, some social media apps. That's it. This, my computer, has nothing on it. Just some video editing software, a couple of games, and that's it. Yeah. I'm not too into wrestling because it's all like staged, and, you know, they're all actors, really. It's the actual wrestling that is real, quote unquote. But, like, the stuff that goes on behind the scenes is just to add drama and tension to the fights, but it's all fake. It's staged. It's acting. So, you know, it's fine, you know. It's That's kind of what most things are, but, you know, not too into it. Plus, I never really had an interest in wrestling since I was younger. And back to here, because why not? Except that I sink into the pillow. Yeah, I have no idea what else there is. Let's find this. Okay, I'm gonna ask. But yeah, forgot what I was gonna say. Typical. Oh yeah. I'm gonna ask, can we get to 1,000 by the end of the year? And I mean 1,000 subscribers. Is that possible? Gonna check the time elsewhere. So yeah, this stream was mostly just 2 people in chat, which is fine. Would have liked more, but yeah. We all have a lot going on in here, even if there isn't the law of brain to back it up. That's why I say mental health is always important. Alright. So I guess this is a lot. I guess this is the last call for questions, comments, stories, interesting points, anything. Feel free to say whatever you have on your mind. Unless it's too much information. Do I play the guitar? No. My uncle does, and my mother is learning bass. If I were in a band, I'd probably try and be the singer. My worlds I don't remember too well. I guess for Nathantopia, it was half red, half blue. Or no, it was half red, half purple, and then it had a blue river going around the equator. I made up some weird shit when I was a kid. Alright, well, we have almost come up on 2 hours. Once it hits the 2-hour mark, I'm going to say the stream is done because my voice is tired and I'm sore. I don't want to continue watching YouTube. Oh, hey, I have a notification. I'll pretend that doesn't exist. Alright, so from here it's like 5 minutes. Well, 4.5. So yeah, again, last call for questions, comments. Or I could go for a week, as I suggested, but I really don't want to do that. Don't make me do that. I'm waiting. I can't end the stream right now. I physically cannot. Like, my hands are back here. My hands are tied. Oh, and if anybody wants to ask, yes, I am on a yacht. I completely own one, totally. Let me view this. What is the option here? Oh, there's a timestamp thing? Cool. Ooh, I did not want to highlight that. If I wanted to, I'm still here. I hope that they put the title on BB at some point. It's honestly quite mind-boggling that people find my channel interesting. How is this interesting or entertaining or anything like that? Oh my god, it's 4 o'clock. Yeesh. And for anybody asking, I do have LA time. Well, right now his competition's pretty stiff. A little bit, yes. Obviously, there wasn't a lot that I could do for, like, the background or anything, but hey. Oh, I know, we only had, like, 3 days of summer. Yeah, I've said the same thing. See, if you ever want to contact me, I do have social media. Here's a bit of a plug. Yeah. Alright. So, I do have Facebook. My Facebook is my name, which is Nathan Whitford. On Facebook. Nathonis on Instagram. I have an email and I also have PS4, but you know, that's kind of the least interesting stuff. What else do I have? I guess that's really it. I keep hearing that we might get a but this is what I wrote. Exactly. Nathan Whitford, Facebook. Nathonis, Instagram. I will not talk about TikTok because I'm rarely on it. I don't care much about it. It's just to follow my friends, you know. There was a post on my Facebook I've become quite more, I guess, lively on Facebook, I suppose. So if you want to message me there, I will. Well, you'll have to message me through Messenger, but I will most definitely be able to see it. This is interesting.
I had just enough time to put in that flower bed.
Yeah. Feel free to check those out. If you don't have an account on any of those, just leave a comment either on this video. I'm probably not going to delete it. You know, it's really not worth it. So yeah, just leave a comment on a video, maybe this one, and you know, I'll read it, heart it, reply to it if I have to. Yeah, if you ever want to contact me, that's the best way. I will put my number, but then yeah, that would get a little bit too hectic.
If I do that, then I have to do the CRAD thing again. I do that, I have to pay for it at the end of the year.
Well, I'm tired. 4 o'clock. I'm tired, hungry, sore. And I guess I should probably end the stream. So if you have anything to say, put an exclamation mark in the chat. And that means I'll wait and then put in whatever you need to say. Other than that, I'm going to wait a few minutes. Farewell, Jay. So yeah, I ain't got much more to talk about, honestly. Yeah, feel free to leave your final chat, and I'm gonna log off now.
I was freaking out because my PNG I ended up owing $500. So I was freaking out.
Well, look at that, a Twitch notification. How about that? Yeah, that's not. I have to keep going back and forth, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. And I hate counting. I'm quick at math, but I'm not good at it. Well, I take it there's a little more left to discuss, so I'm gonna log off because I literally have nothing better to do. Yep. See everybody later, and see you in the next video or stream. And I say that in a very awkward way, you know.